My name is Coach Stan Delos, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rise the star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! What it do, fam? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right, it is season 4, the year of the Mamba. And KT and I, we are grinding all across this country, and we are finding sensational human beings, rising superstars, people we call superheroes, who are doing big things in our communities and accomplishing big dreams. And today, somebody ring the alarm, ladies and gentlemen. We got one of the baddest coaches in the country on the microphone today. He is about to bless us. So I need Pasadena. I need all of California. I need all of Nike. I need everybody out there to make some noise for the defending 2023 back-to-back Open Division I state champions, for the 2-time Nike EYBL champion. And he is part of the Phi Alpha organization. Y'all make some noise for the one, the only, the head coach of Ed Wanda, Stan Delos. Coach Delos, how you doing today?
I'm good, fellas. How y'all doing? How's everything?
This is a super blessing to have you on the show. I've been waiting all week to say, my Ed Wanda don't want none unless you get. Hey, if this is your first time checking out the show, I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh, all facts, no cap. The head coach, KT. Kev, how you feeling today, man?
So my Ed Wanda don't want none. Jones, you never cease to amaze me, man. But to answer your question, man, I'm feeling great. We can't forget to say that this is a nomination episode, B. Jones.
KT, the quickest nomination turnaround ever in the history. We reached out to Coach yesterday. He said, man, I'm down to do it. And we made this thing happen overnight. I can't believe this is just, it's just a momentous. I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous. Y'all got to forgive us on today's show. But Coach, we start every one of these shows out with a segment called the Moment of Truth. That's right. Our version of 2 truths and a lie. So y'all already know what's happening. Coach has picked before the show 3 incredible, amazing facts about himself that probably not too many people would know. But KT and I are going to have 60 seconds to deliberate and figure out which one of these facts is not truthful. All right, Coach, give us your 3 facts.
3 facts. Got a 40-inch vertical. Can bench press 275 pounds, and still got a 4.3 40 time.
Hey, Kevin,
how are we supposed to get this one, man? I don't even understand. You're supposed to get us wrong on this.
All workout, Coach. All right, Coach. You got to show us the pythons, though, Coach. Let us see the guns real quick. Let us see.
It's my nice sweater right now.
275, KT. That's a major weight. Hey, that's.
I can believe the bench press.
Me too. The 40-inch vertical. I kind of believe that too.
Vertical.
4.3 is fast. 4.3 is Tyreek.
Okay, you know what, B. Jones, I'm with you. Let's go with the 4.3. Let's not even prolong it. Let's go with the 4.3.
You don't think you can run a 4.3? The 4.3 is the line. Which one is it?
Oh yeah, it's the 4.3. I still got the 40-inch vertical.
Yeah.
It's the 4.3.
I felt like Coach had some buckets in him. That's why I said the 4.340. You probably would have got us if you had said the 4.5 though, Coach. I would have been like, he probably can run a 4.5.
That back. Yeah, I lost that 4.3 about 25 years ago.
Did you used to play football and basketball, Coach? I mean,
nah, just baseball and basketball.
Oh, 4.3 on the baseball field was a monster. All right, Kevin, we got another win. It's been a good week so far, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are maybe 6-1 in our last 7 episodes. So I'm feeling like we finally getting ahead of the curve. But Coach, here we go, Coach Delos. We need you to take your right hand, lift it up for us, Coach. There we go. We need you to take that right hand, reach over your left shoulder, grab that strap, and pull it down. Click. Clack, it is time to go to work. We're about to tell y'all an amazing story and take you on an amazing journey. But before we do that, we got to do our call to action. That's right. We got to pay the bills. But by paying the bills, we mean just get you all out there to show us some love and support to help us to continue this amazing 2024 with all this momentum and take this thing to a whole nother level. So we need you to do the SLT Trinity. That's right. 3 things that can make a huge impact on this show. Number 1, we need you to hit that subscribe button, become a part of the Sports Life Talk family. We got amazing guests like this below. I mean, like, you don't get these types of coaches on every single podcast. We got to get you to lock in with us and check out what more we got to come. And number 2, we need you to hit that like button as many times as Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk will allow you to do it. We need you to just bang on that like button so this show will just bubble all the way up to the top. And last but not least, we need you to share. That's right. Sharing is caring. Send this show out to as many people as you possibly can. We need y'all to throw some assists. And I promise you, they're going to thank you for it because this is one for the record books. Coach Delos, is Ed Wanda going to hold us down? Is E-Nation going to rock with us?
E-Nation going to rock with you. They going to know about this.
All right. Well, let's do it like we true to it on the count of 3. Make some noise. 1, 2, 3. Boo! Yeah! Oh my goodness. That's my favorite part of the show, Coach. We getting all these new people rocking with us. We got some new family members. Coach, what is your favorite emoji that you're using right now when you're sending out emoji to your players, your coaches, anybody out there? What's the favorite emoji that you're using?
The one that you put your hand over your face and shaking my head.
All right, y'all put the face palm over the face emoji in the chat if you did any of those 3 things. Just because around here we don't do fans, we don't do followers, we do family, and we want to show you how much we appreciate you as our new family member. What we gonna tell them, KT?
We're gonna tell them thank you.
That's right. Thank you so much. All right, SD, Coach SD, Stan Delos in the building. Are you ready for the initiation, Coach? You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, KT, heat them up.
All right, Coach, to initiate you into the SLT family, got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Top 5 music artists. Okay. Michael Jackson. Okay. Luther Vandross. Charlie Wilson. Go a little bit more new school. Neo and Usher.
Oh my gosh!
I got 2 questions though. Big Luther, Little Luther, Gap Band, Charlie Wilson, or new Charlie Wilson. We
okay.
go
Gap Band, Charlie Wilson.
Okay.
And Big Luther.
All right, KT. Now we got more information, KT. So what you giving Coach Stan Delos' legendary top 5?
I didn't need the Big Luther, Little Luther, Gap Band. It didn't matter. His top 5 was fire, B. Jones.
Fire.
We like to do, Coach. We like to rank everybody's top 5.
Yeah.
Highest you can get is 10.
Okay.
But there's no way a coach of your stature with a playlist like that, I'm gonna give you anything less than 10.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
I know it's the year of the Mamba. I'm feeling real 26s. Give it 26.
Oh my goodness. God, dog.
I know the producers are gonna be upset with me, B. Jones, because we just went over our budget. But what you gonna do? You gonna pull the plug on him?
Well, bump the producers. Brooke, you didn't give Brooke 26. I think you gave Brooke 22.
But why are you being messy though? You didn't have to bring that into this. That ain't right. Brooke know we love her.
Be messy on that one. I'm good with that. 26.
Goodness, now I gotta fight Brooke because of you. All right, Coach. So who is your favorite superhero and why?
Favorite superhero, Batman. Just because he didn't really have the natural superpowers, but he had gadgets, and I'm into gadgets. And he had, he was human. He still had to do his thing. He still had to work hard, and he still had to protect himself at all times, no matter what. So I'm Batman because he just he had all the tech. I love the tech.
I'm loving this episode already, B. Jones. Batman, Luther Vandross, Charlie Wilson. Goodness. All right, Coach. So we asked the superhero question because we see coaches as superheroes, and superheroes have their own theme song. Mm-hmm. So what would your theme music be?
I'm gonna go a little bit more of me in college. This because because I was born in New York, even though I lived in Cali. Survival of the Fittest, Mobb Deep.
I like Mobb Deep. It was Havoc. What was the other member of Mobb Deep? Prodigy. Yeah, Prodigy and Havoc. Them boys was off the chain.
Yeah, they was.
That Quiet Storm song, B. Jones, goes hard too. That beat, man.
Quiet Storm put them on the map all over across the country.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. So this is a running debate that we have on our show. I want to be a singer. B. Jones wants to be the dancer. So we need for you to break the tie for this episode. Would you rather be a singer or a dancer?
Oh, that's easy. Dancer, easy. Because I step. I also step.
Oh, yes.
I stepped for like 8 years. So
that's what I'm saying, Coach. Ain't nothing like dancing, is it, man? It puts you on a whole nother level when everybody see you at them neo moves.
You can mess up a little bit dancing and keep going, and you can't tell. But if you can't sing, you get exposed real quick.
and missing sentences out the national anthem and stuff like that. You can't do that.
I've seen people's careers end off of performances and can't handle their business. So you ain't got that tone, you done for. So you can get away with messing up a few steps.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll let you make it on that, Coach, because the fraternity, the stepping. I'll give you that one, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm not happy by your choice, but I'll give you that one.
I was a precision stepper too, so it was one of them things. Yeah, dancing, that was natural.
All right, so what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Discipline, the ability to make adjustments, the ability to understand your opponent and still stay in your craft by the discipline that the game brings, for sure.
All right, so B. Jones and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actor. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Story of my life. You know what? Probably Cuba Gooding Jr.
That's who I had.
Really? I had Anthony Anderson.
Because he got a little. He's serious in his craft, but he got a lot of humor, and I'm a little bit of both.
And Cuba can act. I think Cuba caught a bad deal over the last 10 years. Cuba cold.
Yeah, he can act. He got that weird sense of humor, and that's kind of me. So yeah, Cuba.
Yeah, that's who I had, B. Jones. I had Cuba Gooding Jr. That's who I was gonna go with. Or you could go with his brother, either one of them. But Cuba, that's perfect.
No, not Omar. No.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't see Omar.
Well, no. Here's why, B. Jones. Just let me say it.
We can afford him.
We can afford him. We can't afford Cuba Gooding Jr. So we got to get the great value version of him. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do.
Just as long as it's a good. We just need.
Okay. So the baby boy Omar then.
Yeah, baby boy. Hey, sweet. What was it?
He was good at baby boy.
Yeah, sweet Pete.
He was pretty sweet.
All right, we can do that. All right, Coach. So this is probably the most important question we're going to ask you during this initiation. B. Jones and I, we love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat. So what's that one food spot you're going to recommend when we come down there, and what's your go-to meal there?
You come to Cali, we going to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Say less, Coach. I went down there 2 years ago. We went to the one in Anaheim, though. Man, I wanted to slap somebody, Coach. That's how good that food was, B. Jones. You've ate that before, right, B?
Yeah, I've actually had it in. I think it was in California. Yeah, it was in.
Well, the original one is in Los Angeles, right? I think the original.
Yeah, the original one is in LA. They actually just moved the location, but it's still fire.
Yeah, can't nobody do it like the real Roscoe's.
Yeah, my son was like, man, I don't want no chicken with a waffle. That joke was like, hey man, can I get some extra pieces there? Yes, you can. So I'm getting me some more,
Yes, you
son.
can.
All right, so it's time to break out the playbook of excitement because we're about to welcome a true game changer to the podcast arena. He's not just a coach, he's a maestro, orchestrating victories and weaving stories of triumph on the court. So get ready to dribble into the world and insights and introduce the extraordinary head coach, Stan Delos, to the microphone for an unforgettable podcast session. So B. Jones, introduce the nation to our newest play cousin.
Coach Delos, welcome to the show. This means a lot for us. We truly appreciate you for sitting down with us and walking us through your incredible journey. I mean, in the back of my head, all I hear is T. What was his name? All I do is win, 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 no matter what. It's all I hear in my head because Coach seems like no matter what you do, anything you touch, you got that Midas touch, and you produce in gold, Coach. But let's take them back to the beginning. Let's take them back to the days before you could run a 4-3 when you had just started and fallen in love with basketball, Coach. When did you start playing and what made you fall in love with this wonderful game?
Started playing in 1983 in Pasadena at the Fair Oaks Boys and Girls Club. Director of the Boys and Girls Club by the name of Joe Ford, took this lost little boy and put a ball in his hand, and from there, just took into the game. Really started focusing on just holding my craft, and became a solid point guard, I would say. And he just kind of showed me the ropes, because at the time, back in those days, the crack epidemic and the gangs, it was really bad back then. So you could either put yourself in a situation to get in a lot of trouble, even getting killed or going to jail, or stay in that hall and get in that gym and just try to do something with yourself. So I chose the latter, and picked up a basketball, and all these years later, here you go.
Did you play at Long Beach State, Coach?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
So you had so tell us a little bit about your college career. Was you getting buckets? Did you have aspirations of playing professional basketball one day?
It was one of those things where you played the game in high school. I was a solid point guard who had a lot of hops. I worked on that, really honed my craft in shooting. And then going into a program called Slam and Jam in ARC, put me in a situation to get some views. We went, back then you didn't have, viewing tournaments like you had now. So you would go to, your summer league team would go to play in colleges. And so you would get viewed there. One of my closest friends was one of the top point guards in the country, and I was aside him. And so all the schools couldn't take him. So they saw a little 5'10" point guard who just was crafty, could shoot the three. But I was, I honed my game after Mark Jackson, and then a lot of, just really created a lot of offense for other people through my dribbling and my passing, and it just kind of worked out that they chose me to come in and play the game. Wasn't really crafty, was just a hard-nosed worker. Who just tried to play the game at the right time, right level, make everybody around me better, and then just displayed a whole lot of intensity because I was happy for the success of other players. I think that propelled me to coaching as well.
I mean, Coach, 24 years is a long time to do your thing. What made you decide to become a coach? And was it really evident when you put the ball down that you knew for a fact that was going to be the evolution of Stan Delos?
Yeah. Well, my mentor at the time, me and my girlfriend, we had both graduated from college, and we needed to do something different. We decided to go to grad school. We both went to separate schools in college, but going to grad school, we decided we would do the same. We would go to the same university, and my mentor, we were staying at his attic, And while we were in school, and he said, "Hey, I want you to come help me train a player and kind of get into some workouts with some of these players that I coach at this high school in the valley, that in the San Gabriel Valley, in the San Bernardino Valley, that we were staying in." And it just took in real well. This girl we was training, she ended up going to this little high school down the street, but she ended up making it from our training. She made it into Pepperdine University. And from Pepperdine University, and still training her then, she turned into a WNBA player, where she was in the WNBA for almost 10 years for the Phoenix Mercury. And from there, kind of from that experience.
What's her name, Coach?
Jennifer Lacey.
Okay. Kevin, you know Jennifer Lacey?
I've heard of the name.
Okay.
Jennifer Lacey.
Yeah. So from there, working her out, it just turned into just opportunities to continue. My mentor ended up leaving our high school that he was coaching. I ended up taking over, and this was 2001, and we ended up winning our first CIF championship, which is our section out here. And then career just took off from there.
Did you choose the women's game, or did the women's game choose you?
It chose me. It was something that, again, he took me in, taught me how to understand that the game was a little bit different. But what I enjoyed about it, especially being a former player, there wasn't no egos. There wasn't as much isolation ball. It really was about the fundamentals. It really was about the team ball. I like that they paid attention, because there was times where I didn't pay attention. You know what I mean? So it was one of those things where coaching in the girls' game, it was about the actual strategy. It was about the system. It was about how the ball is being moved and maneuvering your offense around, being able to move people around and move defenses around and creating shots for each other. That appealed to me real well. And so kind of one of those things where I was like, you know what, this could be something good for me while I was still in school at the time.
Now, Coach, you seem like a pretty serious guy. We got a few smiles out of you, but you seem like a pretty serious guy. Now, are you an X's and O's coach, Jimmy's and Joe's coach? I mean, if I had the opportunity to ask some of your players, how would they describe Coach Stan Delos?
I'm pretty serious. I think I was even at one point, called too serious, called mean at one point. But I do care. I do believe that every player that's ever played for me knows that I care, knows that I put in tons of effort. But I'm an X's. I'm real stickler on execution, movement, spacing. But I still let you play even within the system. I'm a serious defensive guy. I'm a defensive-minded coach who understands the worth of offense. But I also believe in, if you can get stops all the time, you always give yourself a chance to win. So being a defensive-minded is what brought all these rings over all these years.
And speaking of rings, as we look at the picture, you hold the CIF trophy in your hand on this picture. You barely cracking a smile on that one, Coach. How sweet is it to always have that consistency and to bring a team in year after year, and knowing that you crafted this, you developed this program. You weren't handed a Maserati. You built it from scratch, and now it is running at all full cylinders. I mean, I'm telling y'all are just tearing up the nation. How good does that feel to be so successful and knowing that you built the blueprint, you created this thing by hand?
Yeah, I mean, Ed Wanda was a pretty good program prior to me. What I did was I expanded it by challenging our players within the skill development portion of our program, but then challenging them even more by working a regional schedule, and then regional schedule that turned into a national schedule that produced even more really great players to come into our program to really set the stage to be one of the top programs in the country.
Yeah, y'all take on everybody, coach. Is when you go and you creating a schedule, do you just say who want what? Who wants this?
Well, I truly believe I've never been, a coach that's ducked with the smoke. I've never ducked the smoke. When we first got into the Nike TOC in Arizona, put us in the top division. Everywhere I've ever gone, it's about developing the mental part of the game. If you don't challenge your players, they'll never know how to overcome obstacles and challenges if they never understood how it felt in the first place. So our championships are built off of the fact that we've been there, done that, because we've faced some adversity.
Right.
We've lost some games. We know how it feels. We don't like that feeling. So if you don't like that feeling, do something about it when it comes time to win a championship. But also knowing that if you experienced it, it might not be as bad the second time around.
You've had a lot of success, and you've actually had success in AAU. And most of the time when you see these All-Americans and these amazing players that play on AAU teams, they playing with a bunch of talent in AAU. That's just the nature of the beast. But not too often do they get to lead their AAU program, go back to their home school, and look around and they got All-Americans in the same locker room. Your situation is very unique to where you got players who are doing phenomenal things on a night-by-night basis. How do you get these All-Americans to work together when you have a locker room that is filled with so much talent? And we all know basketball, it can be a one-on-one game, but it's also a team game. How do you get these young ladies to play cohesively and to go out there and get the job done night after night?
Well, again, playing, the tough schedule, even like this past year, we had one of the most craziest national schedules ever. They know that we've lost games with not playing team basketball at times. So the one thing that we preached is constant being able to share, but main thing is being proud and being very happy for the success of your own teammates. If you constantly put yourself in a situation where you can perform, but be even more excited for the fact that your teammate performed, that lets you know you're putting together a quality team and a quality program, and the culture is set. The girls that come to Ed Wanda know that they're going to be playing with a lot of other good players. The one thing that they know is you're only going to have success if everybody is balanced. And you're not going to have success if you're going outside of what the team concept is. So because our success is noticing that you play the game the right way, because team basketball is the right way, they've reaped the rewards of, okay, maybe I don't score, 18 points here, but I got 13, but I also got 4 assists.
Right.
That's still a great stat line for you to get to the next level. So that's what they already know that the success comes with everybody being on the same page and being balanced together.
When you look at all of your success, you got a tremendous story to tell. And I hate that we only get like 30, 35 minutes with the guests, because there's so much game that you can put the world on. But 2024, we've coined it the year of the Mamba. It's synonymous with Kobe Bryant wearing the number 24. Yeah. And like I said, you got a track record of success. You've accomplished just about anything you set out to do. But tell us that moment in your career where it all became clear. You had to rise. The moment was perfect. You created that Mamba mindset, and you went out there and you tackled a major task, whether it was playing or whether it was as a coach. Give us your Mamba moment, Coach. That moment where you rose to the occasion.
The main one that hits me is in 2021 after COVID. My team were young. They were mainly freshmen and sophomores. We lost in the regional finals right after COVID. That was very tough for them because it was literally right after COVID. Everything was, you couldn't play, you couldn't do anything. then all of a sudden we got the word that you can play, and it ends up being this weird spring season in 2021. We ended up losing the following year. The girls, we put them in the big Nike tournament in Arizona against the best teams in the country, and we asked to be in that top division with freshmen and sophomores. Starting point guard is a freshman. Three other players on is sophomores, and one junior. We were playing the number one team from. We got through. The first round was against the number one team from Tennessee. Had two kids who are actually freshmen on LSU's team right now. We ended up winning that game by 12 because people didn't even think we was going to get out the first round. The first thing everybody says is, are they California good or are they national good? We ended up getting by that first game.
You talking about Del Rosario?
Yep.
And that point guard off the chain too. Hey, yeah,
and the point guard,
the ankle breaker. She cold too. Wait, hey, y'all better look out for her next year. Coach, y'all beat them by 12.
No one thought we was gonna. We were like the last seed in that top division for Nike. Again, we beat them by 12 in the first round. We wasn't supposed to get out the first round. Second, the number one team, the 9-time straight Nevada State champions, Centennial. They've won state 9 times in a row. They were the top public school in the country at the time. Beat them by 12 with freshmen and sophomores. The next game after that, the number one team from Arizona that won 3 state championships in a row. They had the top player, Jenna Asai, who was going to Oregon.
Yep.
Cold. Kid averaged 40 points a game. We beat them by 60.
60
in the semifinal. 60. The girl, at this point, you're not going to change their mentality from when they got the first one. Again, you shouldn't have let them get the first one. We played the state champion from Oklahoma, Klassen, beating up on everybody on the other side. Everybody's like, nah, they're not going to get this. They was lucky to get these 3. We ended up beating them. We were losing the whole game. We even threw the ball away in the fourth quarter. We ended up winning by 2 or 3. And went from not ranked at all to number 3 in the country. And from there, history was made for the next 4 years.
Yeah, because those young ladies got McDonald's all the way.
That was the moment where I said, we got something here. We got, and to this day, they're seniors now. And it's like, wow. I don't think people understand. They got 7 rings since then. One group.
Well, Coach, my last question is about representation. You've done a lot in your community. You're a part of the National Black Coaches Association. You're part of a fraternity. How much does it mean to you to be an African-American coach carrying the torch for this team, being on a national spotlight, the national stage, having so much success, but knowing that there's a whole generation of coaches behind you that's looking at your success and emulating the things you do, Coach? How much of that do you carry with you on a day-to-day basis, and what does it mean to you to be such a prominent figure and have these responsibilities and these opportunities?
It's pretty special and important to me. You know, I've been a coach for 24 years, 5 high schools, 1 junior college. We've never not had a an unsuccessful year. The reason why we haven't is because I've taken from the way I was raised, from my parents both being from Haiti, but also to taking my educational background and then applying it to my background with Alpha Phi Alpha and the discipline of the scholars of the fraternity that I'm in. It makes me coach differently. It makes me put these players in a situation to understand the importance of intelligence within the game, but it also makes it important because of the way I am, that you must be a dog, but you must be a dog with intellect. You got to play the game like it's your last, but you got to play it with so much intelligence as if you're the smartest person in the room. And we applied that together, that dog mentality with that intelligent factor, because a lot of people don't think that, my high school is not an all black school. It's a melting pot school, but the team is mostly African American black. So I put them in. They've always had that stigma that, all black teams, they just run and gun. They don't play the game the right way. They don't play smart. That's why every time that we go into these state championship games, we're the underdog until they see us play. Then they say, wow. We were in Oregon 2 months ago. Oregon, I mean, you know what Oregon is.
Yep.
Oregon saw our team and they said, oh, this is going to be interesting. Then they saw us play and they said, oh, there's nobody beating them in the country. And that's not true because we have losses, but it was the fact that they played the right way. Yeah. They didn't think that they was going to see real execution of offenses, real defense without fouling, real moving and playing transition games smartly, having a secondary break, actually running and setting screens, actually moving and still allowing them to play like they're pros without the isolation ball. People weren't ready for that type of basketball from a group where most of the time you just see up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down looking crazy. We took the crazy out and put the intelligence in, and that's why it's been successful. And I think a lot of people have seen that, hey, you actually can teach these kids. These kids are actually smart enough to perform at the level that is required instead of just saying, oh, you're just an athlete. No, you can be an athlete and an intelligent player at the same time. And so the fact that I've been doing this, have over 300-400 kids in college and overseas and WNBA now, it is important for me to know that these players, these coaches, that there is a model to doing it the right way. It is extremely important for me for people to know that we're doing it the right way because we really take how serious the craft is, the breakdowns, the transition looks, the defensive breakdowns, the understanding of slowing your pace, adding tempo, knowing strategy against what they're trying to accomplish and what they're trying to do to challenge you, to stop you. It's to me, people like to play checkers. I like to play chess. I like to make you think because I'm going to think. And I want to see you think even harder because it's going to challenge me to even go harder. So I put that model in, especially in our community right now, because we do have a lot of coaches who are looking at us all the time and say, this is where we need to strive to be. That's extremely important because I would like to think I got a lot of years left, but if I don't, I at least want to make that impact knowing that we did what we were supposed to do for these kids. So the next coach or the next person that can take my spot can say, okay, we're going to continue that model. That model is important because look what's going on right now with this transfer portal and people not getting to the next level. And because of COVID, you're not able to get as many high school kids because you can go and rent a college kid now instead of take a freshman from high school.
Yep.
So it's extremely important for me to keep that level high so I can make sure that these kids have an opportunity to still be able to get recruited out of high school, regardless of the 1,000 players that's in the portal. People don't really understand that. That's why I take that serious. Because if I don't do my job, they're going to get lost in the shuffle. And that's not what I'm looking for. That's why I tell every coach, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and make sure you're doing it because you want to help advance these kids get to a place where they've never been before and never thought they could be before. If you can change their mindset, you've done your job, because you're providing a service for them, that's something that in their minds they never thought. Because again, a lot of these kids, they need this basketball thing to get to college. If they don't, then you never know what could happen. So it is important to take that job serious so you can provide that information for them, put them in the right situations with the right people and the right networking so you can put them in the right position. And so that's extremely important for all coaches and people to know what I'm doing so they can piggyback off that, because we want to keep that going.
Kevin, that was some game. I'm like, oh my God, Coach, you blew my mind with this one. Hey, all right, Coach, we got to get this thing pushing, but welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We're going to play a little bit of one-on-one, and you are now officially calling all the shots. All right, Coach, the rules are super simple. This is our version of Would You Rather. So both KT and I will give you an opportunity or an option, a scenario. Whichever one of those scenarios you select, that host gets a point. First host get 2 points, or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. All right, Coach? So KT is the defending champ. So, Kev, let's get this thing cranking, man. You go first.
Would you rather coach a player that no one gave them a chance? They make it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and in their speech tells you they wouldn't be there without your love and guidance, or
coach, you've already done everything it is in high school. You've accomplished so much. It is time. I'm going to let you pick whatever college program you want. You're going to be the head coach of that college program, and the same results you've had at Ed Wanda, you're going to reproduce that on the college stage. I'm talking about national championships, banners being hung, players moving on to the WNBA. You're going to have another 20, 25-year run that is full of success, and you will retire with your name on the floor, Coach, as one of the best coaches that ever coached at that university.
I would take the player that nobody knew, nobody gave a chance, and get them to the level. And they said if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be here.
I gave him the ding because I'm scared of him, KT. But
I'm glad you didn't, because Coach like he got some hands too, so I don't know if you want no problem.
I gave you a college program with another 25 years. God, dog. All right, let's go, KT.
All right, so round number 2. I'm going to give you your own food show, Coach. It's a traveling food show where you get to interview other college coaches, professional coaches, picking their brains, while eating at some of the best restaurants and food places in the world. Or
it is time for everybody in the nation, not just the women's basketball community, to know about Ed Wanda. I got a camera crew lined up. We're going to be at the school on Monday, starting the off season. We are going to film you guys in every step, from tryouts to bus rides to the classroom to the locker room. And we're going to put it in a documentary, just like Last Chance U, Coach. 10 episodes. We're going to follow you through the whole season, and we're going to put it all on Netflix, Coach, and tell the Ed Wanda story.
Oh, I gotta go with your boy on that one. I can't do that. We don't work we don't work with the lights on. We work with the when nobody knows. So I gotta go with the first one.
Oh,
I gotta go with the first one. Sorry. No,
all right, Coach.
We don't do that.
All right, Coach, for round 3, we keep it pretty simple. We stop talking. We let our shoes speak for us. So on our show, which you can watch Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central Time, it's our live show. B. Jones has a segment called The Drop, where he presents a pair of shoes that he feels are worthy of your financial donations. So B. Jones and I both brought a pair of shoes that we felt represent you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to count down from 3. When I do that, I need for you to say, hold that sneaker. And whoever you pick, they just get this point because I've already won.
I know. He already won.
Yeah, I'm loving this. So you got it, Coach. 3, 2, 1. Hold that sneaker. All right?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Oh, the 4 is for sure.
Yeah.
I I don't even know what those are. I know those are Air Max, right?
Yeah, they Air Max 1s.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, the Jordan 4s, red cements.
So, Coach, what was that school that you beat by 60? What were their names again? Who's that school?
Valley Vista.
I'm feeling like
Arizona.
them. You Valley Vista, B. Jones, and I'm Ed
Hey, we
Wanda.
just had somebody from Valley Vista on the show too.
Oh man, this is great. A sweep? That's my first sweep of 2024.
I gave you the last one. I wanted to go with the school.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
you threw him a lob on that one.
I threw him a lob on the last one.
He put up the J4s, and my high school team is sponsored by Jordan too. Oh yeah,
Hey, sweep the leg, no mercy. Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
B. Jones.
I don't think you. Yeah, if you would have known our high school team is sponsored by Jordan, you wouldn't have threw that shit.
No, I knew.
No, he just tried to get your school colors.
Yeah,
That is our school colors, though.
And they Nike. I saw the Nike on your shirt, so I knew y'all had to. I knew y'all dealt with Nike Jordan brand.
We do both. Yeah, we got both.
So no, I got J's though. I got J's, Coach. When we get you back in the next couple of years, I'm gonna throw some J's up there on the screen for you. But the title of the show is "You Got Next," Coach. And as much as we love to hear about the history and we talk about all the success, everybody's rocking with you now, Coach. They want to know, what does the future hold? What are you looking forward to in your career? What most excites you about what's coming up for Ed Wanda and for Coach Stan Delos?
I'm excited. We have the number 1 8th grader in the country coming next year. Just in the summer, she's 6'6", and she's a player. She's going to continue to elevate this program. For me, I've been blessed with the opportunities to see McDonald's All-American game up close and personal with Kennedy Smith, our senior, who's going to become one. I've just been selected a Jordan brand coach, so I'll be going to New York to coach her in that game. And that's going to be my last game coaching her before she heads off to USC. I'm looking to possibly get involved in some form or fashion with USA Basketball. I would love to be involved in that, just to see and be involved in those people and learn from people. Still, I believe I still got a good 10, 15 more years of coaching in me. So I want to challenge myself to be around new people and learn new things, especially all the college coaches that I've built relationships with all the years, and just continue to build Ed Wanda. I'm going to retire at Ed Wanda. I want to be there for the next, again, 10, 15 years, and see how many more championships we could possibly win, how many kids we can still get into college, and then of course get back into the EYBL AAU circuit and see if we can win another national championship in the future.
What's your EYBL team, Coach? Which team do you coach in EYBL?
Right now, I'm not. I just left Why Not Premier. I was a part of Cal Stars, and right now I am taking a break. And then we'll see after in June when all these events are done, which I'll get back to in July. So nothing right now.
All right, Coach, you got any shout-outs?
Taking a break after 23 years, finally.
No doubt. You got any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout-outs to my family, just the people that's been involved in my life, from kids and my players, my admin, and my frat brothers who are constantly pushing me every day to keep the light up. My mom, who every day, she's still here and pushing me still and showing that love, and just all my friends who keep holding me down, and happy that all the success that my high school team is doing, and they wish me well. Anybody that wishes me well, I appreciate, because I wish them well.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who you calling out? Who should have next?
My up next, a good friend of mine who's coached a long time in the community in LA. McKinley Hanley. Great person. Had a lot of success early. Been struggling a little bit lately, but he's bringing it back. And if people know about LA basketball, he's the epitome of that. You guys will enjoy that brother. He is smart. So I'm definitely gonna let him know ASAP.
All right, McKinley Hanley. Did I say that correct, Coach McKinley Hanley?
McKinley Hanley.
Coach Hanley, you are officially on the clock. Let the world know that you are up next. Coach Delos just punched your ticket. We got to get you on the show ASAP, my guy. Super excited about to get back to LA. But Coach Stan Delos, you got next. You are the truth, Coach. You are icon. You are trailblazer. You are one of the dopest coaches in the nation. You are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. You are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Oh my God, back at it again. Let's go, Coach. I need some Charlie Wilson on this thing right now. My name is Charlie.
You do.
Last name Wilson. All right, y'all. We want to thank y'all for rocking with us and watching another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. Remember, this is your opportunity to become the MVP of this program and find a special place in our hearts. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this episode with as many people as you possibly can, because I guarantee you this moment, this last 50 minutes you just spent with us, you gonna think back on it and be like, hey, I saw this coming. I saw an episode with this dude. He is the absolute truth. And if you want more from Sports Life Talk, make sure you tap in with us on our social media page at Sports Life Talk. We on all social platforms. We dropping content every single day. We the only Sports Life Talk in the game. 3 words. You won't miss us. I promise you. And if you want to be on the show, if you got a story and it needs to be told, reach out to us on our website, SLTUGotNext.com. Click on the nominate tab. That is SLTUGotNext.com. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and KT will reach out to you and give you an audition to be on the show. And last thing, don't forget, take You Got Next on the road wherever you download your podcast, whether that be Spotify, Apple, or any other 17 other sites. You can take the Velvet Tones of the Mouth of the South B. Jones and the head coach KT on the road in the car, as we have over 500 episodes in our audio version of our podcast library. KT, take us home, man.
Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know. And when we come down there, Roscoe's on me, B. Jones. I got Roscoe.
Oh, for sure. Let's do that. Thank you, brothers. I appreciate y'all.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you. We love you, Coach. We're going to be out there to see you soon. Good luck to Ed Wanda. And for everybody that's watching this Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest. Hut in the room, podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom, you are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type to celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this.